Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. And today I knew a new garage tour for you. So I think the last garage tour is a few months ago, and over these months there are a lot of new cars coming into the game, and I would say let's check some of these out. So on this place here we have the Progan T20. I think every one of you knew this. It's a pretty good car. A bit simple I think, but it's really classic, and I like this paint job on it. It's chrome mixed with my crew color, this very bright green, and I think most of you knew this car and I don't have to tell you so much about this car. So on the next place we have my old Osiris. Who've watched my last garage tour should know this car with this paint job. Of course I had it in my garage about a few months, but I like this car and I never will sell it because I mean look at the paint job and all of this design, it's insanely. So here we have a new car, it's the X80 Proto, sorry. First, if this car came into the game, I think it was a bit too futuristic, but I think over the time I like this car, especially the back of this car looks pretty nice with it's just like open this car from behind, so you can look into the car. On the paint job I have here platin and as a secondary color chrome. And yeah, I will say let's get into the next car, which is the FMJ, which is also a new car. It had the same paint job as the Osiris, so I think these two cars looks very nice. But I think they looks both cars have these a special spoiler. I think it's look quite the same. So for the Osiris there's another spoiler option too, which is the same like the FMJ, but I would say let's hop into the next car, which is the Reaper, and which is, since it came into the game, one of my favorite cars, because I hope so long that a car just like this came into GTA 5, just like another sportier and more beautifuler version of the Pegassi Waka. It's just like seems like the Lamborghini Hurricane, and I have the crew color put on it because it's just like a lot of Lamborghinis has this absolutely nice green, which is very famous by the Kawasaki Ninja. I think a lot of you knew this motorcycle, it's just have the same color. But let's move into the next car, which isn't supposed to be in this garage because it's a lowrider, and I think a few months ago I have in this garage one side supercars and one side lowriders, but over the time I sell a lot of lowriders, and this is the only last lowrider which I have yet. Yeah, it's just like look an old American car, and I like these old American styler cars. But I would say let's hop into the next car. So that's the ETR1, and I have to say, when this car comes in the game, I have to say I don't like it, but over the time I have to say it's a very beautiful car. So the first time I've seen it, I think, oh my god, what an ugly car, but over the time I like this car and I use it very often for races. Maybe you didn't see it, but this car is perfect for races. It's a very nice handling and is quite fast. So yeah, let's hop into the next car, which is the Pfister 811, and this car is also good for races too because it's very fast, but in my opinion the handling is quite shitty. So the paint job right here is an chrome with mixed with my crew color, the same as the Program T20 in the front of this garage, and the secondary color is a toxic yellow. In my opinion, it's not just like a supercar like these other cars in this garage. It's a car for chilling and cruising, stuff like this, because it's quite fast. but especially these sun top, this open roof make it possible to cruise very chilly around with your friends in the deserts and stuff like this. So the next car we have the Progen tires, and in my opinion I don't drive this car so often because I don't like the handling. It's quite fast, but it's really retro, so that's what I like this car. I think now a lot of you people asking what's the paint job of this car. So this is in golden with percent hot pink. So I knew this paint job since I think 2 months ago when I started GTA playing on Origin. So that's one of my oldest paint jobs I ever know, but I like it so much. I've put it a lot of cars which I own. Yeah. The next car and the last car for this garage is the Honest RE78, and this car is an absolutely beast. First, when this car came into the game, I never handled with this, and I haven't any chances to get this under control, this amazing beast, because it's quite fast. And first, I don't like the handling, but then I drive a few laps on just like very curvy tracks and races, and over this time I'll learn to handle this car. And if you can handle it, it's perfect for races. It's had an amazing handling if you can control it. But I would say that it was for this garage tour. If you wanna to hit the 100 subs, then make sure that you give a like on this video and sub it. But I would say I'm out and peace.